DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Justin Tucker ready to go here. This is going to be a ton of fun. Ravens and Bucks. Here we go from Tampa. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Baker going to throw this right away. Over the middle to Evans. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Madubuike just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Mayfield now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Mayfield looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Mayfield. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Baker going to give it to Irving. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Throwing, Mayfield. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
And this will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Mayfield. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Baker Mayfield taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game, then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the offense for the Ravens returns to the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This will go to Henry out wide. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. In motion left goes a tight end. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jackson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. In motion left, Godwin. Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Palmer. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving to about the 26 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Godwin, the motion man. Now Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
A run up the middle with Irving. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. To throw, Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And it's caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a fourth and goal.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on fourth and goal. They'll try it now with Irving. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. They stop him on fourth and goal at the 3. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
In motion, Aguilar. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing it.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 2, Mayfield. Downfield throw tip, but he's still got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so here.
I just say from the defense's perspective, okay, they've got the lead, and they're getting all the bounces. What's going on here?
I guess the good news for the other side, still 3+ quarters remaining.
Yeah, maybe things will equal out over the course of the game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Sacked on the corner blitz by Marlon Humphrey. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, he completes it to Evans. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now it's Jackson. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
2nd and 5. Jackson going to keep it running right. The quick feet by Jackson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Jackson. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. So the completion gets him just a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Bucs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Tucker. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. In motion goes the tight end. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
A 4th down. Here's Jay Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. Deontay Hardy back deep. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The Ravens ready to take over. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now it's Jackson. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Completes it to Aguilar. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Off the option, here's Henry. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
It's caught by Aguilar. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. In motion left, Godwin. From the gun, Mayfield. And this one caught downfield by Evans. Now inside the 25. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 54 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's a 2nd and 8. On the handoff, this is Irving. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's a handoff to Irving. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And this time he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. In motion right is Aguilar. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Jackson now. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Henry out of the pistol. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's taken to the 26. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Right back to Chris Godwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing, Mayfield. Complete right side to Otten. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And Otten picks up a first down, and he's hoping to take the next step here in year 3 after setting new career highs in practically every major category a season ago.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Mayfield with it once more. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second and goal from inside the 5. Mayfield looks to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Mayfield. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin from 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Jackson. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing is Jackson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll start with a give to Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage in a 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
He dumps it off for Henry. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Again, Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson, option right. And he'll go down at the 28. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Play action. Now Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 7. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Jackson going to take off with it. Shifts by him. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
In motion, Aguilar. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now Mayfield. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Mayfield to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here's Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. That's undeniable. But that time, the defense was onto it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Now Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now it's Jackson. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
The tight end in motion right. He's got Otten. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Godwin, the motion man. To throw, Mayfield. That's complete to Palmer. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. In motion, the tight end. Throwing, Mayfield. Well, this one taken in by Otten. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
In motion right, Evans. And again, it's Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
A run with Irving. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. They'll try and run here with Irving. Sheds off the tackle. 55 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Now a 2nd and 10. Palmer going to go in motion left. Here's Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, Mayfield. Otten brings it in over the middle. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And the good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Play action. It's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's across midfield to the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Now 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 27 yards. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Mayfield. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll run. This is Irving. Oh, and absolutely. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Mayfield now. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
3rd down and 1. In motion right is Evans. Mayfield looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Quick throw, finding Mike Evans. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now a give, Irving running right. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Mayfield to throw it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bucs will add to their fourth quarter lead. But that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Ravens taking the field. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
To throw is Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. A good pickup there, a 22.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Here's Jackson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Throwing is Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Once more from the 11, 2nd and 10.
Jackson will throw again. This will go to Henry out wide. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Jackson to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, they go with Irving. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. $40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 2 touchdowns, less than 90 seconds to go. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Throwing, Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Here's Jackson. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
.35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.